Thought I'd do a quick video here. We've got a number of different stacks that I got from Redbeard saws. Some a little while back, one just a couple days ago. This one's for 2100 CD. Probably some others would fit too, but I picked up this one, partial trade for some work that I did about a month ago. The guy was saying the cylinder was scored, or the piston was scored at least. Looks more like carbon, and taking a look at the cylinder too, you can see there's quite a bit of buildup in there. I think I'm just going to try and clean it out and see if the piston will clean up, maybe some new rings, but it had really good compression. It ran pretty well, and just need to, got a few new OEM exhaust or intake gaskets. This one that was on it, I think, was leaking. You can see how one of those holes is a little elongated now. Actually, both of them. So hopefully that will fix the problem. But yeah, I picked up a couple K&Ns to go with that 2100. They're the RC 2500. They fit right over top of it. Good fit. And we also have a stack for 353 or 346 XP, 359, and the 270 or 288 XP. One thing I do want to mention, so the stack here that was for the 353 or 346 XP, I had tried to sand down a little bit. It looks like, I mean, he's definitely 3D printing these. You can see the texture is pretty rough. It's not smooth like a lot of the old stacks on the older saws, the 2100s, some of those, but have to use a gasket on the back for sure. This one I tried to sand it down a little bit and add a little super glue along the edges just to see if it would kind of dissolve some of the material and get it a little smoother. I don't know if you guys have any opinions on whether that's good or bad. The roughness I could see with just airflow keeping it more turbulent, but like I said, I don't know a lot about that aspect of the stacks. 359 is a little bit different because it has that extra hole in there for the, I don't know if it's a vent of some sort, but or recirculation. But you can see how there's still some fragments just kind of hanging there loosely. So you may need to do a little extra work on these once you get a hold of them. But yeah, again, these filters, they're real nice. I think it'll look pretty good there sitting on the back. And I might, I've got another 2100 too in addition to this one. We'll see how this one works and if I need a bigger one or if this one will suffice. But yeah, really nice quality. Got these off Amazon here in a few days. So been working on getting this 2100 back together. The muffler was in pretty rough shape. You can see that. I'm working on getting this back up to par, at least in good usable format. Everything else, it's in decent shape. I'm putting a big D handle on it because the compression was so good. It's got the OEM tillets and carb, and yeah, it's a nice looking saw. Also got a 359 that I'll probably use that other stack on. Working on getting that back together. The handle of the 2100, I actually had a big chunk out of it right here. Probably half the handle there from here, went down, and then down into there. Used some of the, it's kind of an epoxy putty metal epoxy putty in it. It seemed to work pretty good. I tried to just use some Husqvarna paint just to get a little bit nicer looking. This is a Husqvarna orange. I don't know how it's going to hold up long term. I know some guys like to powder coat. I may look at doing that with this one down the road, depending on how it turns out. But yeah, again, this is a nice 2100, and it's an OEM cylinder. Still looks like it's in pretty good shape. One of the B cylinders. But yeah, a little bit of carbon transfer in there, discoloration. There's no scoring in there, so I'm hoping that'll last for quite a while yet. Planning to put, if I can't clean the OEM one up, planning to put this Little Red Barn 56mm piston in there. I'll do another video maybe on the measurements between the OEM piston and that Little Red Barn one, but it seemed like it was pretty good quality. But I'll end it there for today, and love it if you guys subscribe. Thanks.